My dear child, I have always been by your side, even when you couldn't feel my presence. Today, I need to talk to you in a new way. There's no rush and no interruptions. It's just you and me, talking openly. You have been feeling something different lately, haven't you? You feel restless, as if something important is about to happen. You're not imagining things. I have been watching your journey for some time. I have seen every tear you have shed in silence. Every night you have spent awake, wondering why certain people left your life the way they did. And there's someone specific who won't leave your thoughts, right? That person who hurt you, who confused you, who was once important, and then just disappeared from your life, as if you had never existed. Today, I've come to tell you something that will change the way you see this situation. That person, who you think is doing well without you, is dealing with something they can't explain. They haven't been getting enough sleep for weeks. Every time they try to act like everything is fine, they feel a tightening in their chest. It's as if the universe is whispering your name at the most unexpected moments. Before continuing, write in the comments, "I now activate my spiritual protection shield." This will connect you with angelic energy and keep negative influences at bay. Now follow me for a shocking revelation that will change everything you thought you knew. What this person did to you was not just a human choice. This was a big deal in the spiritual world. When someone hurts your heart, it affects you in more ways than one. The whole universe feels this unfairness. Now, after so long, this person is finally facing the consequences. I'm not talking about revenge, because that's not what I would do. I'm talking about divine justice, which is the balance that is always restored when we least expect it. She has been looking for you on social media. Yes, you read that correctly. In the last few days, she has typed your name several times, looked at your photos, and read your old messages. I really want to know how you are, if you are okay, if you have forgotten her. But she doesn't know that you have changed since she left. During this time, you've grown in ways you didn't even realize. You have become stronger and wiser, and your light shines so brightly that it scares those who are not ready to see so much truth. I understand your confusion. You might be wondering, why now? Why did this happen just when I was starting to feel better? The answer is simple. Because you needed to become who you are today before this person could return to your life. If she had come back when you were still hurting and feeling sad, you would have just repeated the same mistakes. But now, you're different. You have learned to value yourself and recognize your own brilliance. She can feel it. Even from far away, she can tell that something has changed, even if she hasn't spoken to you. It's as if you have a powerful energy that attracts her and makes her nervous at the same time. Do you want to know what's really going on with her right now? Every time she tries to connect with other people, she is reminded of you. When she laughs, she suddenly remembers how you used to laugh together. When she's sad, she remembers that you were the only one who really understood her. That's not an obsession, my dear. This is the universe showing her what she has lost. Life teaches her that certain people are special and can't be replaced. When you throw away something valuable, you can never get that feeling back. But here's the most important part. You don't need her to be happy. During this time, you've learned to be independent. You've learned that your happiness doesn't come from other people. It comes from within you. That's exactly why she's coming back. It's not because you need her, but because she finally realized that she always needed you. The difference is that now you have the power to choose whether or not to open the door to your heart again. You will receive a sign soon. It could be a message, an unexpected encounter, or even a very real dream. No matter what it looks like, you will know it is from her. When that happens, take a deep breath and remember, you are no longer the person who accepted crumbs of love. You now know your worth and what you deserve, and you won't settle for anything less. If she wants another chance, she have to show that she's really changed. She have to show that she understands the mistake she made, and that she's willing to appreciate the gift of having you in her life. The universe is preparing for a new chapter in your life. It's a chapter where you stop suffering in silence and start shining so brightly that even those who tried to extinguish your light are illuminated by it. Now I'm going to share something that will make your heart race. This person has had a life-changing experience over the last 3 days. It was as if an invisible force had held her by the shoulders and shown her a movie of your life together. But this time she was able to see everything with new eyes. She saw how patient you always were when she was nervous. You always chose the right words when things got tough. Your eyes shone when you spoke about your dreams. For the first time, she understood that these weren't just casual conversations. They were building blocks for a future that she destroyed with her own hands. You know what else is driving her crazy? She found out that other people noticed how special you were. Someone close to her mentioned your name in a conversation. They talked about how you've always been a unique person. It was a shock to her. That's when she realized that everyone saw what she refused to see. But here's the thing she hasn't admitted to herself. She didn't let you go because she didn't love you. She let you go because she was afraid she wasn't good enough for you. She was afraid that one day you would wake up and realize you deserved someone better. So she chose to leave before that happened. Isn't that ironic? She did exactly what she was afraid you would do. She left you because she thought you would leave her first. Now she is suffering the consequences of her actions and experiencing what it's like to live without you. There's something you need to understand. When the universe decides it's time for two souls to be together again, it creates situations that can't be ignored. That situation is being created right now as you read this. To receive this strength in your life, write in the comments now. My energy is sacred and no evil has power over me. From here on out, things will change because you are entering a new phase where your inner strength will shine like never before. In the coming days, you will notice strange signs. You will see her name in places you wouldn't expect. You will hear songs you used to listen to together. You will dream about conversations you never had, but they will seem too real to be just dreams. This is not a coincidence. It is the universe getting ready for something big. And you know what's most fascinating? She's also getting the same signs. She's seeing your name everywhere, having dreams about you, and feeling your presence at unexpected times. The difference is that she doesn't yet understand what it means, while you now know. But there's more going on here than just a simple agreement. During this time, you both changed in different ways. You became stronger, wiser, and more in touch with your true self. She, on the other hand, learned through pain what it means to lose someone truly special. Now imagine what happens when these two energies meet again. Yours is full of light and self-knowledge, and hers is full of regret and a real desire to fix what was broken. This combination can create something amazing, something you both never imagined was possible. What I want you to understand is that this isn't just a story about someone coming back. It's a story about discovering your power to transform not only your own life, but also the lives of those around you. When she finally has the courage to approach you, and she will, because she feels pressure in her chest to do so, you will no longer be that person who accepts anything just to avoid being alone. You will be confident and assertive, and you will demand respect. And you know what's most beautiful about all this? Even after everything that has happened, your heart is still capable of forgiveness and love. That's not weakness, my dear. This means you have a big soul, and the universe has chosen you for special experiences. She will come back changed. She will return with the humility of someone who has learned a painful but necessary lesson. When she returns, she will be grateful that she met someone like you and will realize that she made a mistake by ending the relationship. But most of all, she will come back afraid. She will be afraid that you don't want anything to do with her anymore. She will be afraid that it's too late. That's where your power lies. You will decide if you want to give it another chance or if you want to end the relationship. No matter what you choose, it will be the right one because you're making decisions based on self-love, not desperation. No matter what you choose, you will never be the same person you were before. You have changed a lot during this time apart, and that change is the best gift you could ever receive. Are you ready to find out exactly how this reunion will happen and what else the universe has in store for you. What I'm about to tell you will make you understand why everything happened at exactly the right time. This person isn't just sorry, they're being driven by an uncontrollable force. It's as if the universe has placed an invisible magnet pulling them toward you. Just yesterday, she was going about her normal activities when, out of nowhere, she felt a wave of longing hit her so hard that she had to stop what she was doing. It wasn't a normal feeling of longing, the kind that comes and goes. It was a longing that hurt her physically, making her chest tighten and her eyes fill with tears for no reason. At that moment, she realized that he was more than just another person in her life. You were the one who made everything make sense. You made hard times easier, you gave hope when there was no hope, and you brought peace when there was only chaos. Now she is experiencing the exact opposite. Her days are hard, full of sadness, and disorganized. Life seems colorless since you left. She tries to act like everything is fine, posts smiling photos, and says she is happy, but inside, there's an emptiness that nothing can fill. Do you want to know how I know all this? I see beyond what is obvious. I see people's hearts, and hers is screaming your name day and night. It wants her to have the courage to talk to you, but it's scared of how you'll react. She knows you have every right to be angry, to not want to know her anymore, to have moved on. She is afraid, and that fear is stopping her from doing anything. She wants to talk to you, but she doesn't know how to start. She wants to explain what happened, but she's afraid it's too late. But here's something she doesn't know. You've also been thinking about her. No matter how much you try to convince yourself that you're over it, or focus on other things, there's still a part of your heart that wonders how she is. If she's okay, and if she thinks about you sometimes too. The difference is that you've learned to deal with these feelings in a mature way. Don't let them control you or make you do desperate things. You feel it, you understand it, and you continue living your life with dignity. That's exactly what's drawing her back. Your emotional maturity and your ability to move on, even when you still have feelings for someone. This is something rare, something she doesn't find in anyone else. The more she spends time with other people, the more she realizes how special you've always been. Do you know what happened last week? She was talking to a friend about relationships. That friend said it's hard to find someone who really understands you. She said it's someone you can be yourself with without fear of judgment. It was as if she had suddenly understood something, because she realized that she had already had that experience. She had felt the same way about you. If this message has resonated with you and you want to help it reach other people who are also on the edge, click "Thank you." This small act helps keep this mission of bringing light to those who have lost hope alive. Thank you very much. She will gather the courage to get in touch with him in the coming days. It could be through a simple message, a mutual friend, or even a chance encounter in a place you used to visit together. Either way, you will know it is not a coincidence. When that happens, you will feel a mix of emotions. You will be happy because you will finally have the answers you have been looking for. Another part will be nervous because you will have to decide whether or not to give it another chance. You will be proud because you will realize how much you have grown since the last time you spoke. The most important thing is that you don't pressure yourself to make any quick decisions. You have the right to hear what she has to say. Think about the information and feel whatever you need to feel. Then, you can decide which path you want to take. If she has really changed and truly understands your value, she will respect your time. She won't pressure you, force an answer, or make you feel guilty for hesitating. She will understand that it takes time to regain your trust. If she doesn't have that patience, if she tries to rush things, or makes you feel bad for not taking her back right away, that's a clear sign that she hasn't learned her lesson yet. And you, with all your hard-won wisdom, will know exactly what to do. The universe is giving her this chance to make things right, and also giving you the chance to make your own decisions. You will know what it's like to be pursued by someone who finally sees your value. Instead of always having to go after someone who doesn't notice your worth, you are the main character in your own story, and that is something nobody can ever take away from you. No matter what happens with this person, you have already won the most important prize, your own admiration and respect. Want to know exactly how to prepare for this encounter and how to ensure that you make the right decision for your heart. Now we get to the most delicate and important part of this whole story. It's one thing for her to want to come back, but it's another thing for her to deserve a second chance. To find that out, you're going to need to pay attention to some very specific details that I'm going to teach you now. When she finally arrives, first look at how she comes up to you. If she acts like she's better than you, like she's doing you a favor by talking to you, that's a big red flag. She hasn't learned anything. She still thinks you should be grateful for her attention, but if she seems humble, admits she was wrong, and asks for a chance to explain without demanding anything in return, then you'll know that she's truly changed. You can't fake true humility. It's clear in their eyes, voice, posture, and every other aspect of their appearance. Pay attention to the words she uses too. If she starts with empty apologies like, "I'm sorry if you felt bad," or "I'm sorry if I hurt you without meaning to," be careful. These aren't real apologies. They're just attempts to minimize responsibility for what happened. If someone has really changed, they will take responsibility for their mistakes. They will clearly say, "I was wrong, I hurt you," or "I was unfair to you." They will admit that they caused pain and that this pain was a result of their actions, not a misunderstanding or an accident. But there's a deeper test you can do to see if she's really changed, or if she's just lonely and missing you. When she has finished talking, when she has shared everything she has to share, ask her a simple question. What have you learned about yourself during the time we were apart? The answer to this question will tell you everything you need to know. If she can talk about how she thought about her own behaviors, how she recognized destructive patterns in herself, and how she worked to become a better person, then there is real hope. But if she focuses only on how she missed you, how empty her life was without you, and how she realized you were important, it shows that she hasn't understood the main lesson. It's not about her missing you. It's about her becoming someone who deserves to be in your life. Here's an important thing to remember. You don't have to fix anyone. If she hasn't done the inner work necessary to grow as a person, that's not your problem. You've already done your part by growing and strengthening yourself during this time apart. Now write in the comments, "Where there is light, no shadow remains." This statement shows your courage, faith, and spiritual rebirth. Continue the message with more clarity about the future. This conversation will make it clear how much you have changed. She'll immediately notice that you're no longer the same person who accepted any behavior just to keep the peace. You have clearly defined boundaries, strong self-esteem, and a peace of mind that only comes from knowing your worth. This might scare her at first because it means that the game has completely changed. Before, she was in control of the situation because you were always willing to adapt, give in, and make concessions. Now she will realize that she needs to prove that she deserves a place in your new life. And do you know what the most beautiful reaction of all will be? When she realizes that even though you have become stronger, you still have the same sweetness and capacity for love that have always defined you. This will show her that being strong and being loving are not opposites. In fact, they go well together. This conversation will teach you new things about yourself. You will realize how much you have grown when you can talk about your feelings without getting emotional. You will be proud of your ability to listen without judgment, even after everything you've been through. But the most revealing moment of all will be when she asks if you can try again. Then you will know the real answer. It's not the answer you think you should give, or the answer other people would expect from you. It's the answer that comes from your heart. If the answer is yes, you will know that it is a conscious, mature yes, based on what she has shown you she has learned. It won't be a desperate or needy yes. It will be an empowered yes, with clear conditions of what you expect from this new phase. If the answer is no, you can rest assured that you tried, you listened, and you gave her the opportunity she asked for. You chose to protect your peace. That choice will also be good and brave. If this message touched your heart, remember that supporting this mission is also a way to show love. If you feel it in your heart, click "Thank you" so that more people can receive words that save, welcome, and awaken. The most important thing is that your decision will be the right one, because now you make decisions based on self-love and wisdom gained through experience. You are no longer the person who's afraid of being alone. You are someone who chooses the company that adds value to your life. No matter what happens in this story, you have already won. You won because you became the strong woman you always had the potential to be. You won because you learned to love yourself before loving anyone else. You won because you turned pain into wisdom. Now I'm going to tell you about the signs the universe will send you to help you make the right decision. The universe has a unique way of showing us when we are on the right path. In the coming days, you will receive signs so clear that it will be impossible to ignore them. These signs will appear to confirm that she is coming back and to guide you on what decision to make when that happens. You may have already noticed the first sign, a strange feeling that something important is about to happen. It's as if the air around you has a different energy. It's as if you're in the middle of a storm that hasn't started yet, but you can already feel it on your skin. In the coming days, your dreams will become more intense and meaningful. You may dream about conversations that never happened, or situations that seem too real to be imaginary. These dreams are not just your subconscious mind processing feelings. They are messages from the universe that will help you prepare for what is to come. Also, pay attention to numbers that appear often in your life. It could be 1111 or 2222 on the clock, numbers that repeat on license plates, or amounts that constantly appear when you're shopping. These numbers are like reminders from the universe that you are being cared for and guided. Another very common sign is music. You will notice that songs you used to listen to together will appear in the most unexpected places. You can hear it on the radio, in stores, at the gym, and even in TV commercials. It's as if the universe is playing the soundtrack of your story to remind you of the good times you had. But the most powerful sign of all will be felt in your body. You will feel a subtle change in your energy, as if something inside you is getting ready for a new phase. You may feel lighter, more hopeful, and more connected to your intuition. It is your spirit connecting with new opportunities. When she finally appears, you will immediately know if she has really changed or if she is still the same person as before. Those who have truly changed are seen differently. They are more humble and grateful for the opportunity to talk to you again. If you notice this real change, you will feel a peace in your heart that will surprise you. It won't be as intense as the anxiety you felt before, or as desperate as the desire to resolve everything quickly. You will feel at ease because you will have time to rebuild things at the right pace without rushing. But if you look into her eyes and feel that something is still not right, or if you sense that she still carries the same energy as before, trust that feeling. You've gotten better at understanding people, and now you can see past their surface. The universe will also send you people to help you through this process. It could be a friend who says exactly what you need to hear at the right time, a family member who gives you wise advice, or even a stranger who says something that makes everything fall into place. Pay special attention to the casual conversations you have over the next few days. Someone may comment on the importance of second chances, forgiveness, or how sometimes people need to lose themselves in order to find themselves. These things are not just random events. They are actually messages that are meant to help you understand the situation in different ways. And here's something very important. If you ever feel pressured, either by her or by other people, to make a quick decision, that's a red flag. The universe never pressures, forces, or creates artificial urgency. When something is truly right, everything feels natural and in its right place. During this process, stay connected with your self-care activities. Keep doing the things that make you feel good, take care of your energy, and prioritize your peace of mind. This isn't selfish, it's wise. If you take good care of yourself, you'll have a much easier time making important decisions. If you decide to try again, Set clear boundaries from the start. It's not about what she can or can't do, but about what you will and won't accept in your life. These boundaries aren't walls to keep people out. They're gates that only open for those who truly value what you have to offer. If you decide to split up, do it with love and gratitude. Be thankful for the lesson you learned, the growth the situation has brought you, and the clarity you gained about what you really want in life. This gratitude will release any negative energy that may still be trapped between you. The best part is that you'll see how you're the main character in your own life. Before, you felt like you were not as important as other people. Now you are the star of your own movie, and anyone who wants to be part of your story must be willing to honor and respect that role. No matter what happens, you have already achieved what really matters: your own love and respect. You now know that your happiness comes from within. No one can take that away from you. Want to know how this story ends and what the next chapter of your life will be? This marks the end of a journey that has revealed a lot about you, but it also marks the beginning of something new in your life. Everything we've talked about here is about more than just this person who is coming back. It's about you discovering who you really are and the immense power you carry within your heart. In the coming days, you will start to see what I have revealed come true in your life. Then you will understand that it was no coincidence that you found this message today. It was the universe preparing you, strengthening you, and reminding you of who you are before the storm of emotions arrives. This person will come back. It's bound to happen. The pressure they feel in their chest, the growing longing they experience every day, and the signs they're receiving are all signs that a greater force is orchestrating this reunion. But remember, they may come back, but you don't have to accept anything just because they decided to show up. You have become selective and aware of your value. That's not arrogance. It's just a smart way of protecting yourself. You have learned that your heart is like a special place that you have to take care of. You have also learned that not everyone should be able to go there. Some people need to show that they are worthy of such purity and love. When you meet, and it will happen soon, you will feel a mix of nostalgia and pride. You miss the good times you had together and are proud of the amazing woman you have become. This combination will give you emotional security like you've never experienced before. If she has truly changed and learned the lesson that life wanted to teach her, you can build something much more beautiful and lasting than before. Because now you are both different people, more mature, and you understand what really matters in a relationship. But if she comes back thinking she find the same person she left, she'd be surprised. She will see that you have changed, grown, and become someone who won't put up with being treated as second best or as a backup option in anyone's life. If this spiritual movement has touched your life in any way, if you feel clarity, acceptance, or just a sigh of relief, click "Thank you so much." This helps strengthen the chain of light and allows these messages to reach other people who are also at their limit. What makes me happiest in this whole story is seeing how you have become a complete person. You no longer need anyone else to feel whole, valuable, or loved. You have discovered that the source of all this is within yourself, and that is the most precious gift anyone can receive. This doesn't mean you've stopped loving or closed your heart to love. Instead, you have become even more loving, but you did this on purpose. You now love by choosing to love, not because you need to be loved back to feel good about yourself. In the coming months, you will notice how people around you react differently to your presence. Some people have a special energy about them. This energy is attractive. It's called the light. When someone has found their own light, they have this energy. You will attract people who are on the same wavelength as you, people who also value authenticity and personal growth. If that person is part of this new phase of your life, it's because they've raised their vibrational frequency to match your new level. They will understand that it is a privilege to be with you, not a right. If they can't reach that level and are still stuck in the same old patterns, you can rest assured that you did your part. You gave them the opportunity they asked for, listened to what they had to say, but chose to protect your peace of mind above all else. And now, I want to invite you, the person who has read this entire message and felt it was true, to please continue reading. You are part of a very special spiritual group of people who are learning to value themselves and to love consciously. In the comments below, please share how this message touched your heart. Share your story. Talk about what you've learned and how you feel now that you understand your own journey better. What you went through might be exactly what someone else needs to hear to find the strength to keep going. We are a group of people who support each other, make each other stronger, and celebrate each other's growth. It's not just an online space, it's a spiritual family where every story of overcoming tough times inspires and encourages all the other members. And remember that person who is coming back? No matter what happens between you, one thing is certain. They will see how you change. They will see with their own eyes the powerful woman you have become. This is a big win. In the end, the best thing that has come from this situation is that it's made you realize that she probably won't be coming back. You've realized that you can be happy, complete, and shine on your own. When someone finds their purpose, the whole world works together to help them shine. You are special, my dear. You have always been special. And now you finally know it. This knowledge will change not only this situation, but your life in general from now on. Welcome to your new phase. Welcome to your new life. Welcome to the life you have always deserved. The text is now simpler,